walking down another bridge event here. We're here at the Preston Congress. It's another Oli Cowan run event. Just had breakfast, had a shower, nice hotel. Got here last night. We had to play a Gold Cup match, so I thought I'd get here early and play in my room on the Wi-Fi. Morning, David. Morning, Liz. So I think we're around the side here, so I'll show you the event. You can see that the hotel's quite nice. They're getting ready for Christmas already. Playing with Magnus today. Morning, Andrew. Saying hi to some people I know. And here's the playing room. It's very bright, which is really good. You can see that the room... There's the man. He's almost a king. His mission is to become a king, so that's what we're here today. We're obviously trying to win, but if we can get Magnus a king without winning, I think he'll take that. So yeah, we're just going to get there. I'm going to find out that Magnus hasn't brought a convention card, so I'm going to have to write one out, as usual. But we're playing Swiss pairs today. I believe it's 6-8, I think. So we've got 6 matches, and obviously in 6 match Swiss pairs events, you basically need to win them all to win. So we'll see how it goes. We're not going to hold up hopes of winning or necessarily. We're just going to do our best and then see if we win with a shot with 1 match to go. But yeah, I've got to get my brain in gear. Feeling fresh. And I won my Gold Cup match last night. Yes, so we're through to the second round. The team was Cooper and I, and then Andy and Matt. So well done, team. It was a good performance. So yeah, we'll come back with some hands shortly. So here's the man, the legend, the soon-to-be king.
Hello.
Magnus Jones. He's played in the Premier League. He's now a queen, I believe. We're going to do this weekend.
To the top.
To the top.
Easy.
To the top. So we won our first round, almost certainly 20-0. I don't. Had a very pleasant match, but mistakes were made all across the table. But our mistakes didn't cost, and theirs did. So. One interesting hand, I suppose, it's just a bidding problem, is I'm just going to get a coffee if I can find a coffee. Oh, there's some coffee. You've got Ace 10x, Queen to 4, King Queen 9, Ace Jack 9, I think, something like that. And your partner opens, it goes pass, and your partner opens 1 spade, pass to you. Well, you're playing Akol, you're not playing 2 over 1, but this is one of these hands where you have to lie. 2 hearts would show 5. Partner might only have 4 spades, so you've just got to lie and make bid 2 of one of the minors. Usually you bid 2 clubs here with this specific shape in Akol, and then you're just going to choose the right game on the next spot, or even make a slam try or whatever you do. And then the hand that passed initially bids 2 diamonds. Your partner bids 2 spades, and it goes past you. Now 2 spades is non-forcing. Partner knows you've got enough points to bid at the 2 level in Akol. Partner could have jumped to 3 spades and partner only bids 2. So I'm already not looking for a slam. I've got a 16 count. Partner's probably just got like a 13 count with 6 spades or a good 5-card spade or something like that. And I'm just trying to choose the right choice of game. So the hand that's passed has bid 2 diamonds. Now there is a danger that if you bid 4 spades, that they go diamond lead, diamond rough, or something along the lines, and there's not great there. The other thing is, you're so flat that you're not offering anything to rough, and if partner's got 6 spades, you might just have 6 spade tricks in whatever you take. So I think this is, I know you've probably got a 9-card spade for it. I think this is a very good chance to just plonk 3N on the table and hope it's the right spot. You're not really in danger of not having the values for game. You're gonna have more than enough values. Your partner's managed to bid twice and you've got this 16 count, but you also sort of want a diamond lead coming round to you. You don't really want a diamond lead going through your king queen, and you don't want to risk a diamond rough, which is very possible when this hand could have 6 or even 7 diamonds, having not opened. I don't really know, they might not play weak 2s and diamonds. So I bid 3N, and they lead a low diamond at trick 1 away from the ace, so I make my king, and I look at dummy and think, oh, we've got lots of losers in the red suit off the top now. So I just claimed my 10 black tricks plus the king of diamonds at trick 1 for 11 tricks. Now you can see if it's played the other way round, and they're in 4 spades, we didn't actually see what happened because we played it very early on, but they'll lead a diamond through the king queen, they'll win the ace, and then they'll go, oh, okay, well, I'll try and cash some hearts then, and they'll find that they've got 2 cashing hearts. So spades makes 10, no trumps made 11, and even if they manage to not cash out in against 4 spades, there's no way they're beating 3N making 11. So that feels like it's going to be a top, and I think it's one of those times where you need to reject the major suit fit and just bid 3N, because you're likely to have the same tricks in both contracts, and you want to protect the lead, and you don't want a ruff. So you can see behind me, you can see the venue we're in. It's quite a nice venue, very spacious, temperature's perfect, the hotel's nice. Meeting a Werther's original. So yeah, we've just played round 2. We started with a bad board and we finished with a bad board. The ones in the middle were good, but not as good as the bad ones are bad. So I think we've lost that. I don't know, maybe 12-8. We won the first one 20-0, so we're on table 1 again. But we'll drop after that, I think. So we can hope maybe it peters back to a draw or something like that, but we're done. So the first... Whose hand shall I give you? I'm going to give you the south hand. So you pick up singleton, ace king X, ace doubleton, ace to 7, and it goes pass from partner, pass to you. So you're opening in third, and everyone's vulnerable. No, apologies, you're favourable. So you open a club, you've got 7 of them, and this goes 2 spades on your left, which is described as weak to intermediate. Basically, they said a wide-ranging weak, but they basically said it can be up to 11. So this is a weak to intermediate, weak 2-ish. Your partner does a takeout double, and the hand on your right bids 3 spades. So you've opened a club, it's gone 2 spades, double, 3 spades, but partner initially is passed, so partner is limited. What do you think you should do? And Magnus and I disagree on this. But we ended up getting, I don't know what it's not clear, and it's match points. What should you do? Now, partner might be stretching to bid, and if partner's stretching to bid, they're likely to have 5 hearts, and they're doubling to say, you know, I want to compete, but I can't bid 3 hearts or something like that. So, or sometimes they'll just have like a balanced 9 to 11 count with 4 hearts or something. So opposite those 2 types of hands, what are you wanting to do? Well, you've got ace, king, ace, ace. You've got a lot of defence, and you've got a lot of offence. Now, your hand is primarily an offensive hand. If partner's got 5 hearts, you want to play in 4 hearts. If partner hasn't, do you want to defend 3 spades, or do you want to try and bidding 4 clubs? So, Magnus doubled with this, and I passed it out, and it made. Oh. And I didn't take any tricks. I passed it out. I had the king of spades. I'll show you the full hand. I passed it out. I've got a flat 10 count. I've got a king of spades. I didn't take a trick. Magnus went ace, 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 king. And then the declarer took the spade finesse and made 9. So we conceded 730. And you need to be occasionally conceding double contracts. Otherwise, you're not doubling enough at match points. You need to be doubling. You know, it'd be nice to always double when it goes off and never double when it makes, but you need to be doubling quite a lot. So you know, it's much better to defend 3 spades doubled than defend 3 spades undoubled. You need to be doing something with our hands, and I think it's just a bit unlucky it makes necessarily. Obviously, the ace of spades in the hand that's bid 2 spades, or if you know, if we've got 3 cashing hearts or 2 cashing clubs or something like that. So there are lots of distributions where this will go 1 off for 200. But my argument against doubling is that doubling is often going to be like a strong no trumps sort of hand. All your strong no trumps are going to be doubling here. They can't bid 3N or whatever. And so double from Magnus often shows values. It doesn't necessarily have to have a spade trick or a spade stop. And he's got values and he's got defence, but for me, I think I would have bid 4 clubs. I think it's an offensive hand, and 4 clubs allows maybe partner to bid 4 hearts on their way to 5 clubs if they've got 5 hearts, because maybe 4 hearts is the right place to play. But again, doubling at match points, if you can get 200, if it drifts 1 off, you get 200 and you might win the board. So I'm not aggrieved that it made, because, you know, if you just look at our hands and you say, would you want to defend 3 spades doubled? You're like, probably, yeah. I mean, it's unlikely to make. They'd need quite a bit of distribution, but I don't know. I'm still in 2 minds. I think the result was unlucky, and I think I would have bid 4 clubs, because I don't think partner's ever going to place you for 7 clubs when you do a value showing double here. And the fact that partner's got king 3rd club and you only make 1 club trick is bad news, I think. But partner might be passing, thinking you're making more. I don't know. I could ask Chucker. I'm going to ask Chucker and see what he says. So we're at lunch now. I'm just going to show you where we're eating. We're eating in kind of our own little booth. We're going to wait for Chucker and Helen to join us, and maybe you get to meet Rob and Julia. Rob Heidi from Discord, for those people watching from Discord. He's here as well, so we'll try and introduce you to him at some point. I'm going to squeeze around here, and I've got lasagna, some garlic bread and some salad. So I think we were winning that match with a board to go, and the last board we got 20%, so I don't know, it's going to be tight. It's hard to say. I mean, I went for 500, that was a bottom. They let through 13 tricks in 3, and that was the top. I snuck a diamond trick through, that was a good board. We misdefended the last one, that was a bad one. I don't know, there's some stuff going on. And were there any interesting? Well, there was one, and it's not really that interesting, but you've just got to. Sometimes I play too fast. That is a thing. There's definitely times I make mistakes because I've gone too fast. But against certain people in certain spots, me playing fast wins the board. So I'm going to show you the full hand here. I had the hand with ace king 10 to 6 spades. Magnus found passes throughout. I think he should bid a no trump, but it went a spade double. I think Magnus should bid a no trump. He passed. North bids 2 hearts. I bid 2 spades, and he goes pass, pass, pass. So I'm in 2 spades, and oh, this isn't this right hand. This is a different hand, isn't it?
Well, you shot the queen through.
Yeah, no, this is right. Yeah, so this is the hand. So I South leads 3 top clubs, setting up my 10. So it goes club, 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 setting up my 10. And then they found North signal for hearts, so they switch the queen of hearts. This goes king ace. And then they play a heart back and my jack wins. So if they played a heart, I have a guess if they played a small heart, but playing the queen takes the guess away. I think I would have asked what their signals were. North would, they would have said they were playing high encouraging or something, whatever, North. So I would have probably got that right once they've signalled. But if I have to play hearts myself, that's bad. So already we're in a good spot. And the 10 of clubs is a winner to try and throw my diamond on, but I can't get to it I can't draw trumps and get to the 10 of clubs. So what I did is I played the ace of spades and then a spade to the queen, on the off chance that for whatever reason the person with the takeout double had the 3rd trump. It's unlikely to happen, but then I said small club please, and obviously she looks at this and roughs it with her jack, so I over rough, and now I've got 3 winning spades left and the ace x of diamonds. So I'm like, alright then, and then I went into Steve mode and I knew what I was going to do. I was going to quickly watch the discard and I was just count the hearts, and I went spade, 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 and I was just watching what happens. And when they both, between them, throw all their hearts away, it's now safe to play a small diamond towards the queen 10. So with 2 cards left, I have ace x opposite queen x, and I just played small towards the queen. And the person to my left is a good player, got caught up in my tempo and played low, so I wouldn't put the queen on, which held, and then played one back to my ace. Now if I take time and thinking about it and play slowly, he's got time to count my points and work out that I have to have the ace of diamonds here. But playing fast and then counting, watching the hearts, that's all I need. I didn't need to count the diamonds, I just need to count the hearts, because I can't afford to lose a diamond and then them cash a heart or something for me to go off. But sneaking through 9 tricks is a really good board, and that followed me going for 500, so that kind of flattened the match back out, and then we started to win it. So yeah, no, I wouldn't suggest you play fast, but obviously one of the benefits in doing so is you can get away with things like this. So yeah, don't play fast, but if you're going to play fast, there needs to be some gains for doing so. It's that time, Christmas decorations in places, and there's Santa sat by the tree. Hi Santa. So James is doing well, I think 3 from 3, is it James? Yeah, so he was on table 2 and he's just won, so my guess is he'll be playing table 2 or table 1 now. We were on table 4 and I don't know the result of the match, so I'll let you know in a second. Just got a nice coffee. It's a Starbucks coffee, so I'm going to drink that. I need to wake up because I only got like 4 hours sleep last night. So through no fault of my own, definitely. So yeah, we played some Geordie darts, which if you're ever around me, I'll explain Geordie darts. Absolutely hilarious. And you don't even need to be good to play Geordie darts. You just need to hit a bullseye on your last throw and you're fine. So yeah, I'm going to finish this coffee, then I'm going to be back for 3 more rounds. Join the company of this lovely man here. So just got the results now. Chucker and Helen are second. They've got 3 wins from 3. That's really good. So they'll be playing the leaders now. They're at the table 1 or 2 or something. I don't know. They're table 1. And we're 7th. We won that match. Smallish win, so we're on about 40 VPs or something after 3. So it's not awful. I mean, we're doing all right, and we've still got a chance, to be honest, at this point. I don't think we deserve to be 7th out of everything, but we're there, so we're going to try our best. There was one hand from the second set that I didn't cover, actually, which was a bit more interesting than the one I gave you, so I'll do that now. You get to 3N after partner forgets to open, so it goes pass to you, so you open 1 no trump weak. And then partner bids 3 no trumps, so like, what on earth's going on here? And to help the defence, he told the defence, I forgot to open, rather than because he's got a long minor or something. So he's very ethical. He was honest. He wasn't lying. So anyway, I'm in 3N on the 7 of hearts lead. So it goes 7 of hearts, small ace, and then they play the Queen of hearts back. And I win the king, and the guy Peter so plays 7 then the 6. So it looks like the person who's led has led from between 3 to 5 low hearts. We don't quite know how many hearts they've got. And the hand on the right's got ace, queen, jack, and maybe another one. So that's what's going on. And you can't really afford to lose the lead because you don't know how many hearts they've got that are cashing. One of them could have 5 hearts easily. You don't know who it's going to be. So you're looking for the best chance to take 9 or even 10 tricks. Potentially the hearts could be blocked or whatever. I mean, it's just a bit too much risk to do anything other than trying to cash as many tricks as you can. So what are your prospects? So you've got a heart already, and you've got 4 club tricks, that's 5, and you've got 3 diamond tricks, that's 8. And the only realistic prospect before you lose the lead is the diamonds coming in for 4 tricks. So there are some holdings. So if we just look at the diamonds, there are some holdings where you can gain. You can play ace and queen of diamonds, and if someone's got a jack doubleton, you can cash the 10 before you've played all these clubs, so that you can cross back in clubs to unblock all the diamond things. You can play for diamonds 3-3. You can play for the hand on your left to have jack to 4 diamonds and play a diamond to the 10, or you can play for the hand on your left to have 9 doubleton diamond, and once you've cashed ace and queen, you can then run the 10 because the 9's gone effectively. So there are lots of options in diamonds, but before you test anything like that, you kind of want to know the lay of the land. So I just ran the jack of clubs, and it looks like I'm taking a finesse. It goes small, and then I play a second club. This hand shows out, and so now the gig's up. They know what's going on. But the hand who showed out on the second club was the one who led the heart. So, well, okay then. So what am I going to do here? Well, I think I'm just going to cash all the clubs and see if he's under any pressure. So they made it really easy for me. I went club, and then he tanked and discarded a spade. I went club, and he tanked and discarded a heart. I'm like, what's he tanking about? What on earth's he got? Well, if he just had 3 or 4 low diamonds, he'd just throw a diamond. It'd be easy discard. So I backed myself. I mean, if he's thrown a heart, which could potentially be a winner, if he's led from 5 small or something. So I backed myself, and after cashing the 4th club finishing in hand, I played a diamond to the 10. And I need to do that. I can't cash a top on a first once I've gone down this route, because if I cash a top on a first, they'll be blocked, and I've got no entries back to untangle things. So once I cash 4 clubs, I'm committed to playing a diamond to the 10. So I played a diamond to the 10. It held. I was able to cash 4 diamonds, and we make it for 9 tricks. Now Helen did exactly the same. I don't think she had as obvious a defensive hesitation that I had. The hesitation at the time made it a bit easy, but Helen did the same thing for the similar reasons, really. You've cashed 4 clubs and this hand's only got 1. They're likely to have diamond length, so I think you back yourself, and no one's throwing a diamond, so you back yourself, you take the finesse and you make it. And the problem is, we didn't get a greater board because if Magnus opens a weak no chump, it's played the other way around and they don't need a heart. And now you've got time to take advantage of a favourable spade position because both spade honours are on side. So there were some people making 10 on a non-heart lead, but there were some people going off as well. So if you just cash diamonds from the top, you go off. So we're in the middle there. We got slightly below average, but it's one of those hands where you kind of make a read at the table and you back yourself. They made it a bit easy for me, but it's still a good read to make. So we just played match number 4. We think we've won. Chucker and Helen, I think, lost to the leaders. Are we playing the leaders? Yeah, they're well ahead, and they've got another big win, says Chucker. So it feels like it's their event to lose. I don't even know who it is, to be honest. But we have. I'll give you this hand. You have. I can't remember the exact pips, but you've got ace to 4, singleton, king queen to 4, ace to 4. And you might have some 10s and stuff in there. You don't have any kings and queens, and you might have jack. I can't remember the exact pips here, but you've got something like this. And you're playing Eccles, so you open this hand, fine, and we open 4-4-1's a diamond where we can. So we open a diamond, and partner bids a heart. So unopposed, you bid a spade, which promises an unbalanced hand. With a balanced hand, you just rebid a no trump. So you're now unbalanced. You've now either got 4-4-1 or you've got 5 diamonds. Partner bids 2 clubs, which is 4th suit forcing, and you bid 2n. To show you've got clubs as well, or club stop. So partner then bids 3 diamonds. What's going on? Okay, so I'll just go over this again. You've opened a diamond, and over a heart you've bid a spade, and over 2 game forcing, 4th suit forcing clubs, you bid 2n to show your club stop, and then partner bids 3 diamonds. Well, partner knows your minimum. You haven't done anything to signify that you're anything more than minimum. Partner knows you've got a club stop. So what's partner bidding 3 diamonds on? Well, it's one of 2 things. It's either a slam try in diamonds. This is how you'd make a slam try in diamonds here. Or it's a hand that is worried about 3M. So what should you do? Well, you've only got 4 diamonds. This is the situation where you could only have 4 diamonds, and this is one of those situations. But partner will know that. When you bid 2N, partner will know that one of the options you could have is 4-1-4-4. So if partner's got slam try in diamonds, should you move beyond 3N? And if partner's worried about 3N, should you bid 3N? I think in both cases it's a no. I think if partner's got a slam try, you've got 3 key cards and the queen of diamonds, and although you're minimum, that's the best minimum you can be. Partner's not really going to move over 3N. If you bid 3N, partner's really not going to move over 3N when it's right, because they're not going to play you for this many key cards. 3N should be soft values in clubs, soft values in spades, or some indication of miss it, maybe a void heart or something like that. And the second thing is, if partner's worried about 3N, what could they be worried about? Well, almost certainly they'll be short in one or both of the black suits. You don't quite know how many hearts or diamonds they've got. And if partner's worried about 3N, it might be right that you need to be in 5 diamonds instead of 3M. So I think in both cases you need to move. And there's an argument over 3 diamonds when partner makes 3 diamonds, which is like a mild slam try or something in diamonds, that you can splinter here. Just to confirm that you haven't, that you are 4-4-1 or singleton heart. And I think you can bid 4 hearts here. Obviously 3 hearts is forcing, and you've had several opportunities to show heart support. So I think depending on what partner's doing, I think you can bid 4 hearts of it. But what I think you shouldn't do is bid 3N. You can see, I'll show you partner's hand now. Partner is 2-5-5-1, and you've only got 9 top tricks in 3N. They're going to lead one of the black suits, and you just take your 9 tricks, and as soon as you lose the lead, they're going to cash out. But you'll notice that 5 diamonds is really good. In fact, you're going to make 12 tricks nearly always. And because the hearts are Queen Jack 10, tripleton, you actually make 13 tricks if you're in diamonds. If you just rough 1 heart, you can then cash enough hearts to throw all your spades away, and then you sort of cross off the end. So you actually make 13 tricks in diamonds. Well done if you didn't bid 3N over 3 diamonds. I think it's correct to do something, whether you splinter or whether you bid 4 diamonds or whether you bid 4 clubs Q or whether you do something. But even if you don't bid slam, bidding 5 diamonds scores 620 or 640 depending on how many you make, and 3N only scores 600. So one of those, you've just got to think, not what you've got, but why is partner doing what they've got. Partner knows you've got a balanced hand. Partner could just be 3M with a good, with a game going hand, but they haven't, and then you need to reevaluate your hand. So I think very few pairs bid 6 diamonds, but if you're one of those people who would move over 3 diamonds, well done, you would have got a top. This man played for double squeeze and missed it. So I'm going to show you that in more detail. So this was Magnus's hand. I'll just go quickly through the bidding. North open a club. You bid a diamond on your turn. West comes in with an overcall of a spade. North passes this, and East bids 2 spades now. It means that North hasn't got, 4 hearts or a weak no trump or something. They didn't come in with a double, or they didn't raise your diamonds, so they're just likely to have clubs generally. And over 2 spades, you sort of have to bid your 7-card suit again. You've not got that many points, but I think you're worth competing to 3 diamonds. That's what Magnus did, and he went pass, pass, pass. And so they lead the 7 of spades, and partner's got a very light opening, but it should be fine anyway. They've got the ace of spades, which is good. The ace of hearts makes your king a guaranteed trick, and they've got a diamond, so at some point you can try and lead a diamond to your king, and maybe if you're lucky, you only lose 1 diamond, and maybe the ace of clubs is on side. So it looks to be a decent spot. I think we're going to have play for this anyway, unless things break really badly. So I'm just going to speed through this one a bit, and we'll try and visualise the double squeeze that Magnus had. That's what he ended up missing at the end, and we'll try and see at what point you should be spotting this. Yes, it's difficult. I don't think he's ever done one, so it's difficult if you've never done one to get to the point where you pull off a double squeeze before you've pulled off a knowledgeable single squeeze. So you go with the ace of spades at trick 1, and it's probably time to lead a diamond off dummy. So you lead the diamond off dummy. East plays low, you play the king, and West plays the 4. So you don't quite know how many diamonds East got. You might, Magnus felt that he was going to try and set the clubs up with the ace of hearts as an entry first. So Magnus didn't play another diamond at this point. He played a club towards dummy. And West goes in with ace. That's a good sight to see. The ace of clubs is gone. And East plays the queen. So that could be a singleton, which is bad. Or that could be from something like queen jack 10 to length, which is a bit better. And when West plays another club back, well, you kind of roll your eyes and go, okay, king, 8, 5. Okay, so we know quite a bit at this point now. East, obviously, East's queen of clubs allowed West to play a second one. And now if East ever gets in and plays a club, there might be some sort of trump promotion here. So I don't think you're going to stop the trump promotion. So even if you get diamonds right now, East's just going to play another club. They must have the jack and 10. I don't think they play the queen from queen jack X. And however the trumps are, as long as East hasn't got all 4, you're probably going to lose a trump promotion to West. So what Magnus did at this point, he played a spade back to hand and he roughed it. And then he played a low diamond, playing for East to have initially ace doubleton. So it goes 10, throws a heart away, and East wins the ace of diamonds. And back comes a club. Well, if they don't overrough this, your clubs are good, and you're going to make the rest of the tricks. So that's a good sign. But they do overrough this. So they overrough a club, and you have to follow suit. And now West plays the king of spades, small queen, rough. So at this point, you actually know there's a double squeeze. At this point, this is the point. You're 2 cards away from the squeeze card, but you know there's a double squeeze. It's what's called a positional one, because it matters where your menaces are. And in a double squeeze, you're effectively squeezing every suit's in play. Diamonds are your squeeze cards. So when you play your last diamond, that's going to be your squeeze card. And with a double squeeze, what you're doing is you're squeezing West in 2 suits and East in 2 suits, and one of those 2 suits is the same. So the suit you're squeezing both people out of is hearts. Both people have to keep a 3rd round of hearts, otherwise if neither keeps a 3rd round of hearts, your last heart's going to be good. But you know West has to guard the spades. If you think about what's happened, that's the 3rd round of spades that's been played. The king of spades, 9 queen. We know that West has the remaining jack of spades left, we think, or jack and another spade left, because West has overcalled a spade. And we also know East is guarding clubs. So when we play our winning diamonds off, if we go diamond, small, 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 we're just discarding cards we don't need. And now our last diamond's going to squeeze people. If we think about what cards people have left, West has just thrown a spade away. So West must have the jack of spades and 3 hearts. And East must have the 10 of clubs and 3 hearts. There's no, unless West has overcalled a 4-card suit, there's nothing else to it. So this is the point, actually, when Magnus knew something was going on, but they're difficult to spot if you've never done them before. He knew something's going on, he kind of scratched his head, and then he played
ace, king of hearts, diamond, and hoped to throw the wrong thing away, and then they didn't. One of them kept 3 hearts. But if you imagine, if we just look at the whole hand now, we pretty much know what the whole hand is, so we'll just show you what's happening here. On the 6 of diamonds, you can see that West can't afford to throw the jack of spades away, so it has to throw a heart. And the reason it's positional is now you can throw the 10 of spades away. Now the 10 of spades has done its job. The 10 of spades has forced West to throw a heart away. So now when you play the 10 of spades on the same card, you've now just got a simple squeeze against East. East can't afford to throw the 10 of clubs because the 9 of clubs in dummy will be good and you've got your entry to it. So East must also discard a heart. Now it's prettier if you win the last trick with a 2 of hearts. So you go 10 of hearts to the ace, 7 of hearts to the king, and you can see that the 2 black cards that East and West had to keep, they've still got, and your 2 of hearts takes the last trick. So well done, Magnus, for almost getting to that point. One day you will make one.
So we've got 1 set to go. We ended up drawing that. We're like 5th going into the last round. We're playing Andrew Woodcock and Catherine Japers. It's going to be our toughest match of the day. We're 22 behind the leaders, so we can't win. However, James and Helen are now second. They are 7 behind the leaders, so if they can, which I think they've already played them, so they need a bit of luck. They're playing down, they're playing someone else, and if they can win with a swing of bigger than 7 VPs against the leaders, they can win the event. So it's out of their hands, but they have a mathematical chance. We don't, so we're just going to try and finish as high as we can, but we've got a tough match ahead of us now, so let's give it a go. We're done. We finished with a good match point pairs set. We were fighting and preempting them and things like that, and some contracts we got to that weren't very good. I don't know what the state of the match is. I'll take a 10-all draw. It's going to be around that region. I think there were some good boards and bad boards for each of us. I'll leave you with this, and it's a play problem. You have the hands on screen, and you get to 4 spades. The hand with the spades opens 2 clubs, game forcing with spades. This goes 2 heart overcall. Your partner bids 3 diamonds with their king to 6 diamonds and king queen of hearts. You bid 3 spades to show your suit. Your partner bids 3n, and then you elect to pull to 4 spades. And so 3n might have done better, potentially, who knows. You don't know whether 4 spades is making or not yet. And at trick 1, everyone's vulnerable as well, so the 2 heart bidder won't be awful, I guess. But they didn't preempt either, who knows what they've got. So they went ace of hearts at trick 1, small, and then 10 of hearts, I think. So you win in dummy perforce, and you discard a losing club, and you've got king, queen, jack of clubs left. So, and you're playing match points. So the question is, at trick 3, should you take this spade finesse? So what could go wrong? What could go right? Is it right to take the spade finesse or not? Well, how many losers you've got? You're going to lose the ace of hearts and the ace of clubs. It looks like you've got 11 tricks if you can get the spades right, or if they're right, if they're gettable. Are we dropping them or playing the finesse? Well, our opponent took the finesse. It's probably right. Took the finesse, and it loses to the queen. And then they played a club to their partner's ace, and then a diamond got ruffed. So I think that's incredibly unlucky. I don't know whether the 10 of hearts at trick 2 should indicate a couple of things. One, when they've gone ace of hearts, 10 of hearts, do they think their partner's ruffing? And if they think their partner's ruffing, they've got a lot of hearts. So maybe they've got 6 or even 7 hearts, and they actually end up having 7 here. So that's one indication that things might not be breaking great. And then the other indication is, not only did they play ace of hearts, they played ace of hearts, 10 of hearts. They're signalling for a diamond. Now, it could just mean they're not signalling for a club, but it could mean that they want a diamond back. And so there's a couple of indications to say this might be the case, but we're playing match points. I think it's just unlucky. And I think even if you know they've got 7 hearts, if they've got 7 hearts, the queen of spades is more likely to be on side. So, because you can repeat the finesse, I think a first round spade finesse is probably right. And we ended up getting a good board because our opponent took it, and Magnus found the club switch, and I found the diamond switch to get the ruff for 1 off. So we'll take that. As our opponent says, quite comically, says, I have game in my own hand, you put down an egg count and I went off. So just a bit of a funny story there. Anyway, that's been me for the end of today. We're going to go out for a nice meal again. If you eat with Helen and Magnus, you definitely eat in nice places. And I'm going to try and get a bit more sleep tonight than I did last night. I'm a bit tired now. I'm not flagging necessarily, but I definitely can't have 6 hours sleep again tonight. So we'll be back tomorrow with the teams, and you'll see the team. It's Magnus and me, and then Helen and James. So we'll be back tomorrow. So thanks very much for tuning in.